All right.
But I just don't necessarily want to do the work.
No, I don't either. I mean, that's great that he's has what he has going on, and if we could get some help,
It'd be amazing. Yeah.
All right, we're finally live. Sorry, we're late. We're like 45 minutes late.
Super late. It's my fault.
No. I mean, that's a Staten Island thing.
I sat in traffic.
You know what? But if you're a Staten Island performer, you're used to going on late. That's how that works.
That's true. Oh, as far as Staten Island performances go,
Yeah.
this is early. Excuse me, everyone.
Oh, see, I can't even play the video on here. It's my flash. I have to update my flash.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm the worst. Oh, I can't even. All right. Originally, I wanted to keep my laptop open, my MacBook rather, so I could talk to you great people on Facebook.
Yeah, because people watching the Facebook stream, Chris has a phone mounted, but it's so far from us that we can't see what people type.
Oh, Christ.
I should have brought the iPad again. I should just set that up every week.
Oh, I have my
right
iPad.
here.
Try that. Grab it really
You
quick.
want to do that?
Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Sorry, everybody. John, entertain the people.
What should I do? Just sing?
Hey, Greg.
How many people do we have? All right.
Why not?
Vin Forte.
All right.
Chris Vin Forte is watching.
Oh man, Vin Forte's watching. I thought he would never watch. All right. Well, apparently the iPad needs to be updated too. I'm an outdated type of guy.
Yeah. Are you getting there? When I helped you out last week, did that backup run okay?
Yeah, that was perfect,
Yeah, it was
man.
good.
That was perfect.
Good.
All right. Well, I guess we're shit out of luck. Sorry, Facebook friends, super live adventurers across the globe. You're gonna have to trust we know what we're talking about. So if you write back like Matthew Broderick, I'm not gonna know, and I'm gonna be like,
yeah, we'll look at it later.
Yeah.
It's too late.
yeah. Why change it? Why fix what's not broke?
So that's the deal. If you're watching the live stream, we're going to live stream a portion of the podcast. If you like what you see and hear, the rest of the episode will be released in audio form on Monday.
Yeah.
And, we can't really read your comments, but don't not comment.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, that's all good. I like when you guys talk amongst yourselves. They had like a whole diatribe going last time. I loved it. You guys were great. You know, if we're stumped on, like, we can't remember an actor's name or something like that, I'll get up and look.
Yeah.
That'll force me to get up.
How's this going? I feel like I don't do anything to help promote this. I know, I'm the worst. Can I, like, share it?
Yeah, share it.
How do I do that?
The worst ever.
Oh, that's us.
Can I, like, share it? Oh, okay, so you So why don't you run it on your phone there?
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Can you do
I'll
that?
do that. I'll keep it on the phone.
All right, look at us.
And let me share.
Innovations.
Invite friends.
Invite them all.
I just want to like.
Come on over, everybody.
I'm gonna click on.
We're having ourselves a jammy jam. Look at that sign. Look at that. We got a budget now. We got some money coming into the show. We bought a Sharpie marker. Big tobacco donations.
Alright, I'm gonna put the mic down.
Oh man, okay, so now it's my time.
It's all you, buddy.
All right, guys. I'm gonna do a whole soliloquy, like what's his face style? It's like Sideshow Bob style. I'm gonna do a whole. What do you do, like Man of La Mancha or something like that? We stand on the boat.
Yeah.
Like Miss Saigon or something. That's all right. You guys ready for it? I'm not gonna do that. You guys are shit out of luck. I got nothing for you.
Live.
I'm gonna pour a beer here. I didn't even taste this beer yet. We're gonna wait till we actually start the podcast.
That's good.
episode.
I did have a sip.
You had a sip. You broke the rule.
I know.
You crossed the seal. You can never leave. If you stay here, you can live forever. Once you cross that seal, good luck, buddy.
There we go. See, it was set to only show me. It was like a private post.
He chose poorly. John just turns into a skeleton. Like
all right.
Bad 80s, like fucking claymation, and all that's left is a little swastika pin. I'm like, I knew it the whole time. John was a Nazi. You dirty Nazi.
Everyone knows.
I like that guy in Donovan in Last Crusade because he's not like a Nazi. He's a Nazi sympathizer. You know what I mean? And that's fucking what's his face from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
He keeps farting in every episode.
Yeah.
I love that he farts.
The old man in chains who just farts all the time.
Yeah, Maester Fart.
Yeah, that guy.
Maester Fartbag, what have you to say? I chose poorly.
Alright, so this is working.
Alright.
Mike Polano asked if we need any mic stands. That's funny because we do, but we tried so much. Chris has his special handle.
Oh, yeah. If anyone listening has never seen us live, this is the mic handle.
Yeah.
Because I don't hold mics properly. When I hold a mic,
he squeezes it so tight.
I squeeze it, and it makes so much noise on the recording.
Yeah, it's a mess. So we tried mic stands on the floor, but you tap your feet the whole time.
I do.
It's true.
When I get excited, sometimes I forget where I am, and I think I'm driving my Bedrock car, and I'm trying to get out of this situation.
That's what it's like. Your feet are always going, but I love it.
Yeah.
And then if we had
gotta get me some brontosaurus ribs.
We had table stands.
We did. What happened to those?
You down the table.
So everything's my fault.
Yeah. So it's all handheld.
Yeah.
Which for the most part works. Every now and then we have a guest that isn't great holding a microphone. I should probably put some people on. Some people should have a mic stand. You should have the handle.
Put them on blast. You tell them yo, get with your microphone skills.
We'll figure it out.
Come correct. So.
I like being handheld because I even doing stand up I talk on the mic a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like I like that even if I'm gonna laugh or anything I'll just you know what I mean. I can pull it away. I like being in control.
I have to be because sometimes I get animated. I get up and do a little dance. I shimmy. I shake.
Well, McGuckin was on the show. He said Brian always wanted to give you the Madonna mic.
Lav, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Madonna mic? That would be the best.
little headset.
Oh, that would be great.
You ever see on Broadway now? They do it in the hairline. The microphone's just up here. It's like a little dot.
Yeah, no thanks for me lately. You're gonna see that mic pretty quickly.
Nah, you could hide it.
No.
You don't think so?
Oh God, no. I wake up every morning. I look at my head. I'm like.
Look at your head.
When's the day? I just wake up and it's just all gone. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, look, you made it this far.
Yeah. I'm gonna be 37. Am I 37 or 38 this year?
You're gonna be 38.
Oh shit, I'm gonna be 38.
You're gonna be 38.
I lost track of how old I am.
That's alright. I'm keeping track.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Thank you, you asshole. Alright.
Because you're just a little older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna catch up to me.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. You're only 2 years older than me for 3 months.
Yeah.
With the way it works out.
Yeah.
And then we're a year apart. Right? Is that how math works?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, I sipped it again.
I haven't. Oh,
right.
You doubled down. Now your face is gonna melt too, like you looked in the Ark of the Covenant. It's nothing but Indiana Jones deaths for you, buddy.
All right.
I'll be over here. Aha, Indy. I'll be Sala. I need a little fez. Ha Where's the camels? I'll be that fucking fat jerk.
That's what people want to see. A one-man Sala show.
I promised my brother-in-law those camels, Indy. You are named after the dog? I could be that guy all day.
What's he up to?
He just did the Lord of the Rings. He did Sliders, and they found him dead at an Arby's parking lot.
Sliders. You're gonna tell me that just happened. He just
did Sliders.
Sliders. I forgot Sliders.
Jerry O'Connell and Sala.
How long ago was that?
90.
I don't know if it's 90s.
90 burger? I don't know.
Maybe 90.
That's the year 90 burger.
90 burger. All right, you wanna?
90 slider.
You ready to go?
I'm always ready. I'm starting this one, right? You started last one?
Yeah.
I can start this one?
Yeah, I did start the last one.
All right. Let me get my professional look. You ready?
Yeah.
The sound's coming through, everybody? I think we would have heard some shit.
They can hear us. Kyle said keep tapping, the phone is shaking.
Uh-oh.
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 Special guest.
Uh-oh, special guest appearance.
Special guest.
Hey! Come here, you knucklehead.
What's up, buddy?
They couldn't... Watch out. Hey, they couldn't stay away. They had to give John Zaluga a hug. Alright, let's do this before the episode
What's up,
starts.
guys?
Watch out, are there any cords there? Alright. Watch out for those cords.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It took me a long time to get here.
Go give John a hug.
Oh, you too. What's up?
Dad.
I saw the video of you both before. That was great.
Yeah, John's fired now. You guys are my new co-host. What do you think?
What? You want to get fired?
Get John's shirt. Kermit riding a bike.
Yeah.
Sean's favorite special
My
effect.
favorite special effect of all time. That's true.
All right, you knuckle nuts. Get to bed. I love you. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, I'm gonna have to read me an extra bit.
Read you an extra bedtime story. This kid's a conning stories.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
That's a
not?
good thing.
That is a good thing, actually.
Extra bedtime story.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was cool. At New York Comic Con, a friend of mine he had a shot, Rob Geronimo. He does these kids' books. But they're these stories, they're like almost sequential, like a comic book, but there's no words, and it's meant for the kid to look at and like tell you the story.
Oh.
It's like they make up their own. Yeah, that was brilliant. I picked up 2 of them.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I gotta see that.
Yeah, check him out. Rob Geronimo, good guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about Comic Con or anything yet.
No.
Okay.
Woo. All right, let's start this thing. Hey friends, you are listening to the Super Live Adventure Podcast. That's how they say it in France. Wee wee hee.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We learn something every week. Every week.
I am Chris Demeanor Sorrentino.
Oh, I'm John Saluga.
He's just still John Saluga.
Still, that's it. Still just John Saluga.
You are listening to episode 114.
That's right. If you haven't listened to the other 113, stop now or you're going to be lost.
Oh, go back. Go back in time.
Go back and we'll see you in a couple of years. God, that's got to take a long time.
Yeah, you're gonna come across some continuity errors, but it's okay.
Yeah, you'll hear some of the same stories.
8 times.
8
over.
times.
Yeah.
We don't remember because you and I talk all the time,
and
we've
we
been
drink
talking
a
all the
lot
time.
while we do the show.
I don't know what we said on the show, what we said in real life. What do I know?
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of drinking, what do we have here? John brought some.
Oh yeah, so we are drinking some barley wine.
Barley wine
right now. Nebraska Brewing Company Fathead Barley Wine Ale.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna ring that Tennessee bell.
Yeah, ale aged in whiskey barrels.
Oh yeah.
6 months in fresh whiskey barrels. Alcohol by volume 12.1.
Wow, that's a fathead. I don't. Have you been watching?
I'm gonna ring all the bells.
Ring all the bells at once, like.
Yeah.
You're gonna need like
That's
a
how you do
Kareem
it.
Abdul-Jabbar hand. I've been doing this guy's voice. You watching American Horror Story, the new season?
No.
Roanoke? Oh, okay. There's a
No.
character.
I saw a little bit of season 1 and didn't like it.
Oh, really? Oh, all right.
That's where I'm at with American Horror Story.
I'm that guy
it's not
who...
for me.
I like the first season a lot, and then every other season I never finish because it gets too corny. Except for Coven, that was a good one.
Okay.
I don't know. There's this, then you would not get the reference. This guy, I don't even know the actor's name. But he's like this little, short, tiny homosexual guy, and I can't stop doing his voice all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the voice?
He's like, hey, pay for gay. That's what he says to a guy in the car. Hey, over here, pay for gay. Crowatowan. Yeah.
Wow.
You would die laughing if you saw it. If you got that reference, you would die.
Is he like the villain of a season?
No!
Is he the big monster?
No, he's never the big monster.
He's
He's
the
there
ghost.
to like help, and he winds up. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Gets killed both times you see him in Coven and Roanoke.
Oh, characters pop up again, or is he playing somebody else?
He's playing somebody else. Well, there are some characters that do pop up in other scenes, and they connect them.
Okay.
like there's this circus freak Pepper that comes back later in Asylum, and starts in Asylum, then comes back in Freak Show, and I don't know, but the majority is the cast playing different people every season. So it's like an ensemble cast, and every season it's done a completely different story. So it's like a whole anthology series, and they all play different people. It's interesting. At some point though, they totally shit the bed every season.
Like, it's funny you said that because I watched season 1 with my wife, and I think we made it like 75%.
And then like Man Bear Pig comes out, and you're like, why am I watching this?
They do it anymore.
Yeah, they do it. It's one of those shows that should be 6 episodes, like BBC style.
Yeah,
but they go like 13, and there's 5 episodes where it's like, it's not.
Well, dude,
suitable for human consumption.
I mean, I'm a Walking Dead fan, and I know you and a lot of other people like fell off of it season 2 because it just took. And I like Walking Dead a lot, but the quickest way to fix it would really be to just cut the episode number in half.
Yeah.
Tell the same story.
That was my complaint with Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Even that second season of Daredevil. Ooh boy! Halfway through, you're like, where is this? Why? Like, once the Punisher, spoiler alert, once the Punisher's in jail, I don't know people, but you're like, oh god, this is so fucking slow. Like,
I know. I mean, they're telling more than one story, but it starts to feel like you're just seeing the same conversation.
Jessica Jones should have been a 2-hour movie, not a 13 or whatever episode season.
I don't know if Jessica Jones should have been a comic book, but that's that's another story.
Well, she's okay. I got no beef with Jessica Jones. Just that show got real tedious. And if they didn't have David Tennant, or as my kids call him, David Tennis, if they didn't have him, David Tennis,
yeah,
you got to see his elbow. Some rough stuff.
Hey, that's what American Horror Story. This is true. I saw a poster for the new season, like in the subway.
Yeah.
It's season 6.
Season 6.
You see the logo for it? It's like a 6.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a question mark too.
Well, because their marketing campaign was what's gonna happen this season? Pay for gay?
Okay.
That's how it. Yeah.
You know how I read it?
No.
I was like, season 6? Like, I really read it. It's like, you're doing the 6th fucking season of this?
Yeah.
6? 6? You want to watch another one?
You want to watch a season 6? Come on. What's wrong with you?
That's really how I saw it. I was just like, who's watching this?
Is it Kevin Meaney's voice?
Yes.
Oh, why did your mother tell you to watch that? Go watch something sensible. Kevin James has a new show.
You know what's amazing? It's still like, it's pretty, like when he came out.
Of the closet?
Yeah.
Kevin Meaney came out?
Yeah, but it was like recently. I mean,
really?
It was a few years
ago.
No,
I was just joking. I thought you meant like when he was on the scene. But Kevin Meaney came out of the closet?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because he was married and shit.
Well, it's like Louis Anderson coming out of the closet. Like, we all knew Louis. Come on.
Louis Anderson wasn't as obvious to me as Kevin Meaney, though.
Really?
Not as obvious. It was still up there.
Yeah.
Because he was still just like a whiny, like, like, I don't know what. It's like, oh, I know what he's into. Like, no, I don't know what he sounds like.
Chocolate pudding.
Yeah. Out of a dumpster. By the way, love the guy. He won.
He's good on baskets.
Yeah, he won the Emmy for it.
Oh, he did? I don't know. Really?
Totally deserved. Yeah, I don't mean to talk shit, but like,
unless it's a Star Wars trailer, I'm not involved in the news.
I guess when I was younger and I saw him, I didn't necessarily think gay, but like Kevin Meaney, like, coming out, it was just like, how did you not? And then you find out he was married to, like, a woman and stuff. And
oh,
like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, who the hell? Somebody should have told him in the 80s.
Yeah.
I could have told him as a young, prepubescent boy.
Hey, buddy. Don't ruin someone else's life. Just come out of the closet and be happy.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you can do. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are gay, or whatever, you're pangender or pansex, whatever the fuck you are, embrace it, enjoy yourself. Don't fuck up somebody's life because you're confused.
Well,
figure out who you are.
Yeah, but look, hey, we've come a long way.
We have come a long way. Oh, he's quoting cigarette ads.
Yeah. You remember them Virginia Slim ads?
You've come a long way, baby.
My mom used to have a shirt. It was a red shirt.
Your mom doesn't smoke.
I don't know how she got. I don't know. Somebody did. She got a shirt out of it.
Oh god. Yeah. They should have an emphysema wing at the hospital, but that's a logo. You've come a long way,
baby. It's baby, right? Or just...
I think so. Come a long way, comma, baby.
Lady. You came a long way, lady. That's the guy at the ad agency who, like, he almost cracked it.
Yeah.
You came
Because it should, like, men don't smoke Virginia Slim. That was the first cigarette I ever smoked. My friend Anthony Scuderi's mom's Virginia Slims.
You smoked Virginia. That's the first thing you ever smoked?
Fuck you.
Well, you know, I get it. It's what your mom had.
Yeah, it was my buddy Anthony Scuderi's mom had a pack of Virginia Slims. It was like 6th grade. We were listening to fucking Iron Maiden, Power Slave. We were like metalheads.
Yeah.
This guy, did I ever tell you about this guy? This guy, he would wait for his sister to go in the shower, and he had this like...
Okay, here we go.
He had this like... It was like an air duct, like an AC duct that you could get in through his closet and see into everything. And we would climb up into it and stare at his sister in the shower. He would smell...
He was with...
This was his thing.
This is not...
He would
By
pull
the
his
way...
sister's panties out of the fucking hamper and be like, smell them. I'm like, okay. Like,
older sister?
Your older sister. Oh, yeah.
Then it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's his own sister.
No, I'm
and he
joking.
was so into
But it's not the first time I've heard a story like this.
Yeah?
It's
Sure,
so
maybe,
weird.
maybe I told you?
No.
Or there's other people?
No, I can...
Well, I
can tell you later another...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, another story about somebody else.
I wasn't there for this because I would have put a stop to this. I'm not kidding. He had a Shar-Pei, like a big dog with the wrinkles. You ever see a Shar-Pei? It looks like a big walking vagina, pretty much. It's like a very wrinkly
just
dog.
a dog with a bunch of loose change hidden in it.
Yeah. If you shook him, well, there's my pen. But speaking of pen, he put a pen in this dog's vagina.
In the vagina?
Yeah, in front of like a bunch of people.
What's this guy up to now?
Oh, he's either dead or just shooting heroin. He came to my house like, I want to say almost like 15 years ago. Just showed up at my front door. He's one of these guys, he just completely disappeared. And then he came back and he was like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, hey, how you been, Ant? He's like, I fucking, I sold a guy some bad heroin in Florida and he died. They're looking for me. I was like, all right, gotta go. And I just walked back to my house and shut the door. I was like, I am not dealing with you, crackhead.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know all that.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Because I met all these guys.
I lent him,
back.
you know when we stopped talking, I lent him a bunch of Sega Genesis games and he sold them for like coke or something.
That sucks.
Yeah. No, I don't think you ever met this guy. He was like a friend from like 6th to like maybe 9th grade, like maybe freshman year.
So not somebody who was around.
No. He was a friend from junior high. And, like, from 6th to 8th grade, he's the first guy I smoked pot with, smoked cigarettes with.
Yeah.
And, like, by, like, freshman year, we're not in school together anymore, so, like, losing contact, and he's already, like, doing coke and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, my God, yeah, enough of you, buddy. Enough of you, you transient bum. So I want to mention quickly on this recording, we're live streaming on Facebook right now.
Yes, we are. Yeah. Thank you, because I forget to say that.
Yeah, so sometimes if we say something weird, I don't want people thinking like, "What the hell am I missing?"
No, there was a couple episodes ago where I cut a lot of stuff out because we kept referring to the stream, but we didn't really say we were doing it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you were listening, it would have been chaos.
You don't cross those streams.
So I edited for days.
Days on days.
Days and days. Now I've gotten so much quicker at editing, but we're pros now.
We are totally pros. we're like bicker with the banter.
We're really good at just talking
and sometimes conversing.
Yeah, we don't say the N-word anymore.
No, I've been cured of racism.
Yeah,
we have a sign.
We have a sign.
Yeah,
I love that it's. I kind of hate. I get why, like, looking at the camera, it's nice to see ourselves as like a reflection.
Yeah.
But it's dumb to me that it broadcasts a mirror image of things. Like, that's the thing that annoys me.
Oh, I had to write this sign backwards, people.
Yeah, he wrote this. This is, and we look completely different in person.
Oh yeah. Usually you're seeing this side, and you're seeing
I remember when
these
I
are
was
bad sides.
I think it was either junior high school or high school. I think it was high school when I had my yearbook photos taken and I got the proofs. There was a sheet of them that looked off. I remember looking at it, like, first of all, I don't love pictures of myself, but I'm looking at this one and I'm like, this looks really fucking weird. It took me a while to realize, but they were all flipped.
Yeah, because it's a negative, yeah.
Yeah, because when you did it with film, it was very easy to happen. But it was funny how, like, for me, it it was like a little off-putting.
No, I get it. I
Just
get it.
flipping me. So my part was like on the other side.
Yeah, that's.
There was a whole sheet of photos like that.
My one lazy eye was different. My stroke face was all fucked up. I always got mad. There's that shot in Ghostbusters, and they're in the montage when they're like business is picking up. You see Ecto-1 swing around the corner, and it's obviously like the negatives flipped, and no one ever bothered to correct it. And the logo is backwards.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, and it's something you could see a mile away if the Ghostbusters logo was flipped.
Do you remember I was cutting a 16mm film thing in like college, and you came in, and that was like. There's one thing you spliced in, and it was a kid like doing a flip, but it wound up going in upside down.
Oh yes.
And I left it because it was so funny. It looked so crazy. It was like a kid like going to like the bottom of the frame and then shooting up again.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to do that with film.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like really easy to do that with film.
I don't know how
These kids today.
Oh,
Hey.
These fakakta kids.
Nobody knows.
Digital midgetals.
I started go off on a weird. Just in another direction, but like I was listening to music coming here, and I have this one particular playlist that has a lot of like Neil Diamond on it, which I like Neil Diamond a lot.
I know you do.
By the way, if you think you
Greg Stone put you on to that?
Greg Stone put me on to it. We did like a road gig, and we drove up to Toronto and Chicago and St. Louis and back, and by the end we all wanted to kill each other, but we listened to a lot of Neil Diamond.
If it wasn't for Neil Diamond, we all would have murdered. We would have ripped out each other's throats.
First of all, if you think you don't like Neil Diamond, excuse me, he's written so many songs that other people have done.
Yeah, that's true.
You should go and like check that out because it's amazing, like what that guy's put out.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of the Monkees, and he did a lot of like that stuff and everything.
Oh, he did Monkey stuff? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. I'm a believer that's a Neil Diamond song.
No shit.
Yeah.
Really?
And then even like Red Red Wine and all of that.
I heard that he wrote that. Yeah.
He did a lot of stuff like that.
I only like the UB40 version, man.
You and everybody else.
No, I don't like it. No.
All right, but it's the version.
Yeah.
It's not like you got to hear the original.
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to the original, but it's me like enjoying. He's good, but he's also super cheesy. It's the kind of thing where like I like it, but I also like to laugh at it.
Oh yeah.
And his lyrics.
So many.
And by the way, I feel the same way about like I love like Paul Simon. I think most lyrics are ridiculous, and I say this all the time. You think about like popular songs, and I'm like, I'm writing this song. Here are the lyrics, and I feel like so many popular songs. If you didn't know them and I just read you the lyrics, you'd be like, "Yeah, out of your fucking mind."
Yeah.
Like, what are you even singing about?
You got check out Jonathan Colton. You would like him.
No, you've been telling me that for a while.
I just saw him like last week. I went to see he was playing at the Brooklyn Bell House. He just writes some of the most clever, fucking witty, funny songs, but they're not like funny, like trying hard to be fun. They're good. Like,
Okay.
They're like. I can't explain it. You have to listen.
I should. You've been saying it forever.
Yeah,
I will.
I urge everybody
like
listening. Check out Jonathan Colton. He's amazing.
Neil Diamond. I won't get into it too much because there's so many lyrics that make me laugh. But you know that song, Cracklin' Rose or Cracklin' Rosie? Do you know that song?
No.
It starts with like a horn, right? It's just like it's like.
Okay, that's an
Cracklin' Rosie, get on board.
Yeah.
Go, taking it slow.
Yeah.
Lord, don't you know? And then this is the weird. He goes, I had me a time with a poor man's lady, and then he goes right into the next part. You're like, you're gonna do what? like he's bragging
about a poor man's lady.
It's like you're gonna fuck a poor dude's girlfriend.
I don't even have
wife?
money, and now Neil Diamond fucked my
just
wife.
like this guy, and then he goes right into the next part. Like
well, because that's how he felt about her. Fuck
I
you.
had me a time with a poor man's lady, hitching on a twilight train, and you're like, wait.
Yeah.
It's insane. All of his songs, I feel like there's always that one little throwaway line where when you listen, you're like, what the fuck? What did he just say?
Dude, speaking of songs, I want to say this really quickly because this is for my dad. I want to do a shot of this Maple Jack liqueur. Today is actually 4 years that my dad passed away.
Wow.
Yeah, right? But this weird memory came into my mind last night. I was watching the show The Goldbergs. I know you've never seen it.
No,
I like the show. It's like a sitcom, but it's a good show.
I like everybody involved with it.
Yeah, and
I just haven't seen it.
It takes place in the 80s, and they have this whole episode about like answering machines, and it made me. Oh, that's a big shot. It made me think about, and I totally forgot about this. My father did our answering machine when I was a kid, and it, instead of it being like, hey, this is the Sorrentinos, nobody's home, blah, 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 I'll take your call. It was the song Black Velvet, and it would play for like a couple seconds, like, Black Velvet on a cool black velvet. You know, like that?
Yeah.
And then it was my father, like, in his sexy voice, like, nobody's home right now.
Really?
Please
That's what he
leave
did?
them at-" Yeah! And then he would start talking, and then you hear, like, Black Velvet, if you please, beep. Like, this was my weirdo.
I wish I had heard
I
that.
pictured my dad like a fan blowing and his shirt's open.
But this
and
is going back.
Yeah,
I've known
this is
you- I've known
probably
you for,
like. Oh, this is like late 80s, maybe.
Your landline is still a number that I know by heart.
It's
just 'cause
still
that
the
was
same
like-
number.
Yeah. Since
If you know that number, give me a call. The ringer's off. I won't pick up. So yeah, this is
what are we
Finger
doing?
Lakes Distilling Maple Jack Liqueur. Some good shit I
Wow.
picked up upstate.
Oh, it smells strong.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, really? What do we?
No, it's
Okay.
good. It's smooth. It's smooth.
Okay.
It's very smooth. It's smoky. It's smooth. It's like mapley and
Well,
it's fally.
here's
To Ali
to
Sorrentino
Al. Yeah,
and
man, we miss you.
salud.
That's nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Told
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you, Dad, man.
Yeah, me too. I miss that dude.
There are people in life. I don't know if you feel the same way, but like, I think there are people in life where you can like distinctly remember the day you met them,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it says a lot about the person. And your dad was one of those guys.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I remember coming.
I
to
don't
the
know
house.
my dad met him, but I wish I
No,
did.
but I think it says a lot when it's like you can remember the moment you met that they made. Because I'm somebody I meet people and I shake their hands and they tell me their name and it's in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, I'm the
And then there are those people that just like leave an impression. Your dad was one of those guys.
Yeah.
And we talk about it. It was the handshake that almost broke my hand.
Oh, that was his thing. He would give like a power grip handshake.
Yeah. Ah, but he was funny, man.
Yeah, he was an odd guy. He was the type of guy that like drove a Lincoln or a Cadillac and like always would, like the minute he parked his car would comb his hair and he had this special brush called Brownie. He's like, it's Brownie! And he would comb his hair before he got out of the car and wore like a lot of turquoise rings and had a big old mustache. He's a weird guy. I remember as a kid, people loved coming over my house because they thought my dad was Super Mario from my dad looked like Captain Lou Albano.
Yeah, and my stepfather looked like Luigi.
Oh, they would have had a fucking field
I
day.
always wanted to
Bonking
get them
turtles
together.
on the head and everything.
No,
Stepping on mushrooms. No one's stopping these guys. It would have been amazing.
I'm sorry, but yeah, that's funny
Yeah.
that kids love that.
And people were like, "Oh, you going over Chris's house? His fucking dad is Super Mario." Like,
That's
real?
how obsessed we were with. I remember my mother started dating before they were married. My mother started dating him. My stepfather, not your father. And,
That would have been great.
And I remember as a kid, I had a beach towel with the Mario Brothers on it,
Mhm.
and without thinking, I was like, "This is who you look like." Like I called him over, and it was like, probably in a way, it's almost like racist to tell like an Italian guy with a mustache, like,
Not really.
"You're a Mario brother." Yeah, really.
No.
I mean, I don't. Most people wouldn't be offended by it, but replace Italian with pick another character.
If you were like, hey, you look like the guy who trains Little Mac from... If you ran into a black guy, like, put on this pink sweatshirt and ride a bike while I train.
Yeah.
Would it be racist? Oh, that was the cat, by the way. I
Maybe.
was
You
doing
know what that guy looks like to me? In my head, my memory of it is he looks like the guy from The Office. What was his name?
I don't know. I never saw him.
Okay.
To me, he looks like the guy from Terra Firma that keeps farting.
I haven't seen that in a long time. That's some trauma
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like that.
shit. People like trauma? I know some people like trauma.
The best guy, if you want to cast that guy in a, if you want to do a Mike Tyson's Punch Out movie and you want to have the trainer, he's also the camera guy from UHF. He looks exactly like that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Go watch UHF, kids.
It's weird that Mike. So we had Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah.
But later they changed it to Punch Out.
Yeah, with Mr. Dream.
Because
They
he went to
changed his
jail
name for rape. Yeah.
And it's weird that now he's a guy with, like, he's got a cartoon, he does movies, he did, like, he was on Broadway.
Yeah.
Like, all this shit. But he got booted from a Nintendo game.
Yeah,
Time heals all wounds.
The face tattoo. Once he got the face tattoo, he's like, no, I'm a different guy. It was like, oh, we don't recognize you.
Guys, I'm a good guy. Look, I put a tattoo.
Facial recognition scans do not recognize me any longer.
Tattooing your face is...
That's a bold statement.
God.
You're really, like, putting your balls out there at that point. If you're tattooing your face. Like, you might as well just, like, walk around with your dick out. Because, like, you're making a huge statement at that point.
I would sooner walk around with my dick out than tattoo.
Than tattoo your face? Really?
Yes. Given the option. If they were like, for the rest of your life, you gotta walk around with your balls hanging out. Well, that's very specific.
What if the tattoo is your dick?
My dick?
Yeah. Your own dick on your face.
In what state?
Well, I would
like
say
a
flaccid. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a flaccid lump on my...
Yeah, because if you're walking around day to day, you're like, all right, I'm just going to pick up milk. I'm getting some half and half of coffee. Like, your dick's not going to be hard all the time. So you're going to be walking around with a flaccid dick anyway. Like, how often, in our age, how often is your dick, like, hard all day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like school where you have a boner.
Oh, no, it's not like junior high school.
Oh, that was like, testosterone city. Like.
I remember a specific moment where I got an erection in school.
I like where
puberty,
it's going.
Junior high school.
I like where it's going.
And I'm in gym class, and I'm sitting on the floor, Indian-style sweatpants.
You had a boner in gym class? That's so, like, textbook.
I know.
It's so cliche.
This girl who I never noticed before.
You're climbing the rope with Wayne and Garth? Like, that's
this girl in junior high school that I never even considered before. But I caught a glimpse of Heather Hubba.
Heather Hubba. Fortune, heiress of the Hubba Bubba fortune.
Yeah.
Hubba Hubba. Woo-hoo! Auga. Ow! Did, like, people do that?
I don't know what it was, but I gotta say something, man. I never felt something like this before, and I never felt it since. You know, and it's like, yeah, because it was almost like suddenly, like, you know, my body just transitioned, but it just went into, like, overload. And I saw her, and...
Yeah, the hubba hubba.
Dude, not only that, but I remember I started... I was, like, sweating.
You turned into Teen Wolf?
I was like, yeah. Yeah, my dad had to pull me aside.
Yeah.
And just be like, it runs in the family.
The teacher walks away with a tail. She's one too. Well, that was the second one. I don't know. Yeah, that was so.
And then
weird.
I slam dunked the basketball, and everybody loved it.
Yeah, Chubbs and Styles clapped till you went home. They just kept, do it.
But Heather Hubba.
Heather Hubba.
That was the one that did it. Only that particular. I was never attracted to her before or after.
Oh man.
But something happened in that class where I remember feeling like. It's crazy, but I was like fighting the urge to just like
pounce on her.
It was crazy.
Because
really? Never
that grape Hubba
Bubba.
Like best stuff ever. Yeah, we're Teen Wolf.
We're all animals.
Yeah, of course. We're just animals that walk on two legs and scare me in my nightmares.
I had a thought recently that helped me. This might help people deal with stupid people. It's a thought that I had.
Well, stop listening to this podcast. Is one thing to stop.
I don't want to say. Maybe later. I don't want to say on the live stream.
Okay.
What sparked this thought? But I was talking to somebody who I know and love and respect, and this person said something to me that was insane.
Okay.
And moronic.
Okay.
To be.
They said they were voting for Trump. Is that
no, but but you know what? Sure. Yeah. Let's say that's. It wasn't that, but it could be. And instead of getting mad or thinking less of the person, instead I took a different point of view and thought more of the person. Because I thought I was
wait.
Because I was like,
explain this.
Because I looked at the person and I recognized and I thought like, oh, like yeah, I'm just talking to another animal, and I said, isn't it amazing that this animal has the ability to speak.
That is... That's not a compliment if you ever
No,
say
no,
it
no.
to someone.
But
You can speak?
no, you don't say it. Just in your head.
Like you
Before
just
you
found
get-
Jar Jar Binks on the forest planet. And
Yeah.
You can speak?
But when somebody says something stupid, instead of getting mad, and you just look at it and you go, wow, isn't it amazing that this animal has the ability to say that?
You form a sentence.
Said that. I know it's moronic, but this animal just said words.
That's
to me.
brilliant. Okay.
It's a good way. Look, I think it's a good way to live your life.
You just picture them as a chimp.
Yeah.
Like saying a word. You're like,
Yeah. And
It's
suddenly
like the
you're
Planet of
wow.
the Apes movie when Caesar finally says something. You're like, oh man, these
Yeah.
fucking apes are getting articulate, huh?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
if your dog stood up and was like, I'm gonna vote for Trump. you'd be
Oh,
like,
I'd fucking scream and run out of the room. Oh, Jay, Croatowan! Croatowan!
That dog would instantly be the smartest dog on the planet. Even though he said the dumbest thing you could
I would
possibly
kill
say.
it though. That's
Even
no,
though he said
if
something-
a dog did that, I would freak out and kill it.
Oh, we have to. If dog starts.
Oh, sorry, the live stream is shaking.
The
My cat
just hit the camera. The cat hit the camera on the Facebook live stream. His or her, what do we got?
I don't know.
You don't even know what your cats are. But
Oh, I thought you meant on people on there. No, it's just she. That's Sissy.
her ass, I thought it would be blocking the camera. She's all right.
Well, she's got a wide ass, but
It's
she's
funny because
good.
our microphones aren't connected to the live stream, so they're probably just hearing a cat eating.
Yeah,
Well, we're like,
yeah, you're right next to
In the
Sissy's food
distance.
bowl. I don't know how many people notice. I have two sister cats named Sissy, and
yes,
they're both named
Sissy and Sissy.
Sissy and Sissy.
And
They
then
don't have
another cat
proper
showed
names.
up one night I was here.
Yeah, Muffin McStuffin.
There's 3 cats?
Actually, I changed her name to Meatball. Yeah,
When
there's
did
three.
you do that? Recently?
I change her name all the time. Like sometimes.
Meatball
Okay.
obsession.
Yeah, I do have a meatball obsession. Sometimes Sissy is Mrs. Maloney. She's married Christopher Maloney. Sometimes her name is Christopher Jr. and the other cat's name is Christopher Jr. Jr. Like I go through.
Are the
different
two
names.
sissies girls?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
they're girls, sissies. They're sisters.
Listen, it's 2016. What
That's
you
true.
gotta
They
ask?
could identify with whatever
I'm not
they would
gonna
like
assume anything. All right,
to. All right.
sissy and sissy. But to if dogs ever start talking,
Oh God, don't.
we have to just start euthanizing immediately.
Yeah.
We can't allow that to
Yeah.
happen.
'Cause
You're talking about,
well, what would they say?
oh, it's the 60s all over again. That's so terrible.
No, it's
They're
everything.
really, they're slaves. They're prisoners. They're like all of it.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
then they want to vote, and they want to use my bathroom, they want to drink out of my water fountain.
And
That's not
I can't
happening.
act like we've talked this out before.
Yeah.
But like I have a fear of dogs learning how to talk.
Mhm.
I feel like it'll happen.
I have a fear of dogs walking. That would
You have a
happen.
fear of dogs walking. My biggest fear is dogs laughing.
Yes.
But I spent a lot of time as a kid trying to make my dog laugh. I wanted to crack the code. I was like, I'm gonna be the guy that does the thing where my dog finally loses it. Like I was just like, I would sit in a room with my golden retriever buddy and just try to be funny all day.
Airbud. Yeah, I know that.
And you know what? That's why now I have a career in comedy, but I'll never be good enough. I'll never until I make a dog lose his shit.
That's why you're a comedian and not a dog walker.
That's right. But if a dog laughs at you,
Sissy.
oh, there we go. I
That's
love the I love the camera shake when
Yeah.
the cat moves.
that's what separates us from them.
Would you kill a dog if it gained the ability to laugh? Like
No.
out loud laugh.
Only if you walked on 2 legs.
But imagine this. It's Monday morning. You're fucking tired. You know what I mean? You're not in a good mood. You get up. You take a shower. You get out of the shower. You dry on your balls, and you hear giggling, and you look to the side, and the dog is just pointing at you and cracking up.
Just no, because that would be funny. Because then it's like, okay, you could laugh too. I'm gonna. It's like when my kids laugh at me for doing something stupid, but I can't like just shit on their face and laugh too because they're a dog. You know, like dogs
Right.
love shit. Like you could shit on a floor, a dog will eat it. Dogs love shit like that.
So if that for you, that just it lightens the mood, and
Oh, no, I could go a step further. Like we could throw shit at each other.
so you wish all your pets could laugh,
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
but do you wish all your pets could talk?
No,
Okay.
laughing, not all, laughing would get weird. You know what? It might turn into like
Oh,
You see, like Evil Dead 2 with the fucking the deer head on the wall just laughing. Like it might turn into like weird, creepy.
Oh yeah, if it's like non-stop.
Yeah.
They're laughing at stuff that doesn't even like if their sense of humor is terrible.
Yeah, like they're laughing at my dick. Oh, his sense of humor is terrible. Like, oh, Larry the Cable Guy's on. I'm gonna laugh. At
Oh
that.
yeah, that's all they want. Your cat.
Yeah.
Your cat wakes you up in the morning because.
Did
she
you
wants you to-
DVR my Jeff Dunham special? He's got a new puppet. He's got a
Hey, there's one.
racist Syrian.
The one thing that keeps me from shitting on the blue collar guys is I actually do like Ron White.
Is that the dead guy?
Ron White died?
I think so. Maybe.
I don't know that that's true.
One
at
of
all.
those guys. No, one of those guys. Is that the tater salad guy?
Yeah.
I think he's dead.
No.
I think he might be dead. He died from potato salad.
Well, that's all right. You know what? I saw a special he did.
Ate some bad mayonnaise.
I saw a special he did where he redid jokes from a previous special. So yeah, whatever. We don't need him
Yeah.
anymore. That's a weird move.
Yeah, if you already did your special and then you're doing the same joke.
You can repeat it live. You can
Yeah.
go on the road. You can do shows. But like, if you record a thing,
Yeah.
this podcast being the exception.
Yeah, I mean, we just prefaced this episode by saying you probably heard.
But people are paying. This is a free thing. Like if you're paying money to see a guy, and he goes out there, or you buy a DVD, like that's even better. Like you buy an hour comedy special, and there's jokes that you have on another DVD.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah,
I
hate that.
I don't like that.
I think it's a bad move to redo your jokes in another special that you already did jokes in a special for. It was like it wasn't like at a club. It was like you did it on a special, because your taste in comedy definitely evolves and changes. Because like look, there's shit that made me laugh as a kid. Like I would love like a Gallagher special as a kid. Like
I also love Gallagher.
Dude,
My brother, anytime he was on,
I had that one specific memory of that show with the couch. It was like a giant couch, but it was like a trampoline, and he's jumping around.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
uh-oh, the dust bunnies, or like whatever. Like I hit him with a hammer. Like
your
this
best.
whole but if I watched that now, I would just cringe. I would crawl into a corner.
I gotta say, man, when I saw him live, the last Smash tour, because he had already had his heart attack and everything.
Yeah, well, I would want to see him live just because you know there's gonna be a racist breakdown rant.
There was a bunch.
Yeah, like that's what people are going there for. They're not going for Gallagher's quick-witted humor and his hitting a fucking watermelon with a hat.
No, he couldn't even. Well, that was why.
Crazy.
Talking about repeating stories, I talked about it already, but I got to go on stage and smash a watermelon. But part of that.
That's
was like,
true. Yeah, John got to smash a watermelon and he failed, and Gallagher made fun of
he
you.
threw a bag of flour at my head. It's on YouTube. You can look at it online.
You can't. Yeah, maybe let's post that on the website.
I think it's like John Saluga disappointing Gallagher is the name of the video.
Yeah, we're gonna repost that on
He hated me.
superliveadventure.com. Gallagher the comic throwing a bag of flour at your giant head.
He hated me.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was in my ears and my head. What an asshole. What an asshole. But he wasn't. The reason he doesn't smash a lot of stuff himself anymore is because he had a heart attack on stage smashing a watermelon.
Yeah, which might have been the funniest thing for anybody ever. That was his
clip,
funniest bit ever.
Here's why most people don't know that clip, and it's only because the person who videotaped it had shitty seats. That's it. It's the only reason why it's not the number one video of all time. Because it's Gallagher. If somebody in the front row recorded it, it would be like my top fucking video of all time. Because it's Gallagher, and it could have been his last words ever.
Yeah.
Which he just goes, and the rocket's red glare, and he smashes a watermelon, and then just, like a ton of bricks, fucking
Like a bag of flour.
just hits the stage. And there's a thing where, like, if you do any form of comedy whatsoever, especially like that, expect to die, because when you collapse, everybody in the room is like, this is part of it.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard that's how Red Fox died.
No.
Yeah, he was doing that whole like, oh, this is bad, I'm coming for you, baby. He was like laying on the floor, like having a heart attack. People were like, oh, that's his bit.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, like that's how he died. Like, ah! They were like, oh, he's doing this, I'm gonna die.
Wow.
And then he fucking died.
What a shame.
One
One of the best theme songs ever.
Yeah.
One of the best theme songs ever.
All right, listen. Before it gets too late, I gotta give you something. Wait, I think it's over here.
Yeah. What do you?
I was at New York Comic Con over the weekend.
Yeah, I didn't get to go this year.
This I know. I saw this.
I chose not to go this year.
This was 30 years in the making. I got you both covers. He-Man and Thundercats team up.
Yeah, I heard.
And the covers form like a poster type of thing.
I heard about this, and I saw this particular piece of artwork.
Yeah.
And, like...
30 years... Why did it take 30... My fucking dad died without ever seeing He-Man Thundercats team up.
Well, I will take it to heaven.
Why did that... I hope you do. I'm going to make sure that's in your cup.
I will... Please,
Yeah.
make sure I'm buried with this so I can show your dad the He-Man Thundercats mashup. But thank you so much.
Yeah.
December 2016. Is this like an early... Did you get this early?
Yeah,
or?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, that's just weird. You know, that's just like weird license. Because DC's had He-Man forever.
Why did that take
The
30
whole reason,
years?
The whole reason He-Man's mother was from Earth was going back to the comics just so they could make the connection and do an issue with He-Man and Superman.
Oh,
That's actually
really?
That was actually the reasoning to connect Eternia and Earth.
I thought so they could do the movie with Dolph Lundgren and like take it, like, hey, we got this He-Man thing, but make 90% of this movie on Earth.
Because in the movie, I don't even think they address that he's half Earthling. I don't think it comes up. But in the comics, they do, and it's a Superman He-Man crossover.
And that happened in the comic?
That's a thing that happened in the comics.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't
because
know
DC
about
had both, and it was a way to get the property going. But like the thing that drove the story that his mother was an astronaut who crash landed on Eternia was just for the Superman
For
connection.
the team up. All right.
Yeah,
Which
works.
Why has there never been? Why did we wait over 30 years
It's
for,
got to be
for
weird
He-Man,
licensing
Thundercats?
stuff. Were there Thundercats comics before?
I don't know.
I don't know, and if they were, maybe somebody else had. It always comes down to rights and stuff.
Just
but
in general,
this is,
a cartoon, a toy line, anything.
Oh, because it's a perfect mashup.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
It's a perfect mashup.
Who doesn't want to see those cats and guys mixing it up? I mean, that's...
Thundercats always had better animation, but I'm a bigger He-Man fan. I'm a bigger He-Man fan.
Well, because it was like they outsourced the Thundercats to Japan, and He-Man was probably Korea. You know what I mean? Like that, the Japanese were on point with that shit.
He-Man was the States.
He-Man was the States.
The guy who ran
That's why it was
Filmation.
terrible.
The guy who ran Filmation. I forget his name, but he was.
Jimmy Filmation. Yeah.
Jimmy Filmation.
Yeah.
And he was Jimmy Filmation's whole thing was no, but seriously, he was very big on keeping jobs in the States.
Okay.
And part of the success of He-Man was he figured out a way to do animation cheap, which is to just like reuse
the same him
animation
running
and change backgrounds and add weapons and stuff like
We're
that.
not doing He-Man out in Korea.
No,
it's only happening here in the States.
He wouldn't do it. It was really, that was very much like done here. And he believed in that very strongly.
Good.
And it was somebody's job to go through the scripts, and then they knew what like archived animation they had, and somebody would go through the script and be able to reference like what shots could be used.
Oh yeah. In a 22-minute cartoon, they probably saved like a good 7 minutes. Like when he turns into He-Man, same animation.
Yeah.
When he runs, same animation. When Battle Cat changes or whatever, like Cringer becomes Battle Cat, same animation.
They could add like a crystal, or they could do stuff like that. But it's like He-Man. I think there's 135 episodes. I might be wrong, but it's
really this
roughly around that number.
Episodes.
Do you know how many seasons?
Probably 2.
2.
Yeah. Oh,
it was the first cartoon. So prior to that, you had Saturday morning cartoons, and you'd see maybe 12.
Ghostbusters was 144 episodes. That was like 5 seasons or something like that.
He-Man was the one, and this is why I was obsessed with it. I was the perfect age for it. And He-Man was Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
For 60-something episodes a season.
Yeah, there was no syndication of that show. There was new episodes every day. Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, that's why.
Before computers. They figured out like an efficient way to pump it out. And look, I get it. It's Mattel. It's a big toy commercial. If you were gonna buy like DVDs of the original He-Man, there's that like the best of He-Man. I think it's like 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Those are probably the only 10 you really need to see.
Yeah.
Because writers, and you had like Straczynski and other people writing for He-Man at the time, they would have cool stories, and then somebody would come in and be like, well, we need you to squeeze in this tank that oozes slime, or like,
Yeah, there's a
They
new
did
Disney
have to
toy
sell
coming up.
toys.
You got to put that in there. But the toys were cool. There were really no like lame characters.
I
liked every
There wasn't a
He-Man
toy that I
character.
hated. The only thing for
Yeah.
me as a kid was like Slime was big in the '80s between Nickelodeon and He-Man and Ghostbusters. Like Slime was a
Ninja
huge
Turtles.
thing. All of it.
Everything was slimy.
Everything was Slime, and I was the kid that loved all that stuff. But Slime made me gag until I threw up. And
Really?
I would get these toys, and then I would be like pouring slime into like there was like that one He-Man toy where it was like a hand that held the guy in place, and you poured slime through a grate on top. You know what I'm talking about?
I had a nightmare about that. That I still
That
remember
toy.
as a kid.
You know what I'm talking
That
about? It's like
toy.
a giant hand.
I had a
and-
dream, a nightmare that I was in that thing, and yeah, and you get slime, and then I turned around, like actually the slime was about to come down. I turned around, I saw like all my friends from school, and they were all like made out of slime, and I was like, no, don't turn me into that! Don't turn me! And like the slime came down, and I woke up, and like I still remember, like I was probably 6 years old. I still
horrific.
remember that fucking dream.
Yeah.
It was like everyone was like these mindless, like zombie. I didn't even know zombie at the time, but they were like, ugh, like slime people. And I was like, no, don't do that to
Wow.
me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That toy.
That toy.
I remember being
fucked me
in
up.
my basement as a kid trying to play with it the way you were supposed to and just gagging. My mother, we would go to the supermarket and then you go to the quarter machine and I'd put it in, I'd buy like the little thing of slime and it would stink like chemicals. And
Yeah, that slime
and I'd just be in the back and
smell.
go like, "Ugh," and my mother would just be like, throw it, what are you doing? And I just felt like
He-Man, Mom.
I was supposed to like it.
Yeah.
If you were a kid in the 80s, you were supposed to love slime.
That slime smell was amazing. I'll never forget that. Like the smell of toy slime. I don't care
Made
if
me
it's
sick.
slime
It
you
made
got
me-
from a quarter
it
machine
made
or
me
slime
sick.
from Ghostbusters or Ninja Turtles or He-Man. They all had that smell. It's almost like the smell of jizz. It's like that same like gross
Pancake batter?
pancake,
Well, pancake batter?
a little bleachy. All right, so I touched really quickly. I went to New York Comic Con. I brought my kids, and you know, status quo, same shit at New York Comic Con. But the highlight of the trip was on the way there, the different homeless people we ran into. And it just blew my kids' minds, and I've never seen like some homeless. I've seen a lot of New York City
On the
homeless.
way or hanging out around?
On the way and then after. But no, they were like, okay, so like New York Comic Con's at the Javits Center. It's on 34th, like down like at the end of the west side, like by the highway, right? Like 11th Street, West Side Highway.
Yeah.
So I get off at Penn Station, and we troop that whole way down.
It's not easy to get to.
No, it's a walk. It's a
Yeah.
walk. So there's homeless camped out because they know there's all people walking by in like, you know, Captain America and Spider-Man costumes. So they're trying to get a pretty penny.
Good luck from that crowd.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yeah,
really?
I need it for my comics.
Mom only gave me $20.
Yeah, but I saw like a young couple. They were homeless and they had like a little kitten, and I gave them $5 and I was like, take care of that cat. And they're like, no, we love their cat. I was like, okay, take care of your cat. I made it clear. I was like, this money isn't for you. It's kind of for your cat. And I kind of told them, I was like, you guys have the best marketing gimmick going. And they laughed. And I was like, yeah, you have a little baby tiny cat. Like
It annoys me. There's a couple on the Staten Island ferry that I
Mhm.
see every week, and it's this. They're totally cracked out.
Yeah.
The woman's in way worse shape. Like the guy's clearly in charge, but he's a mess, and she's just like us. Just a
You want
skeleton.
to fuck a poor man's wife, John?
Oh, poor man's lady. And they have a little cat carrier filled with kittens.
Just filled with, like, just crammed in there?
I've been seeing them for over a year.
Yeah.
Always kittens, which means like chuck them in the river.
Yeah. Oh, this one's getting
And
big.
get new ones. And their whole
they're
scam
eating.
is to set up and have kittens.
Yeah.
Because people go, like, you
I
gotta
know.
help
People
these
like
people. They have
me who
kittens.
love cats, and they don't know they're gonna be alphing them
That's also
two
like-
weeks later.
You see these,
alphing
like-
those cats.
We talk. I forget. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. I gotta ask McCarthy. There's like a name for them, and I forget what it is. But we were talking about it at work. But you get these like kind of like these like 20-something-year-old like hippies from the Midwest that choose to come to New York and be homeless.
That's
It's a
who
choice.
That's who I gave money to.
And they always have a dog.
Yeah.
And I won't say his name in case he doesn't want to know, but one of the guys I work with saw one of those guys like kick a dog recently, and he went at the guy like hard
really? Good.
and was ready to like trying to take the dog away from him and everything. Cops got involved and they were like, it's not worth it and stuff. But it was just like,
good. Yeah, I'm not gonna stand for that.
look, if you're home, a lot of people are homeless because of mental illness or drug addiction, and then you get these people who are just like, yeah, I don't want to live at home, and they're just going through this weird phase where they decide
I don't want to kick a dog at home.
They decide
anymore.
to camp in Manhattan and have a dog or a cat in a box or like tied up near them so they get money.
Yeah.
Fuck all those people, man.
Yeah.
I get why you felt bad, but I also get why this guy that I work with was ready to just like take the animals and leave because it's like, fuck you. Like,
well, they were like a young couple and they were on the street. So I was like, all right, $5, whatever. In the grand scheme of things, maybe that'll come back to me in karma. I don't know. But what my kids and I did.
Hopefully that cat gets to eat them both when they OD. But
I hope so.
But
yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I hope that cat
gets a real hankering for heroin after eating those bones.
I hope that cat eats their faces.
I'm jonesing, man. I need to eat another junkie. This is like a cat roaming the street eating junkies.
I just really fuck those people.
I'm chasing a dragon. Meow. Junkie cat. He gets just hooked on that heroin-soaked human meat. Me and my kids witnessed, and I've seen New York City homeless. I've seen vagrants and weirdos my whole life. I've never seen anybody do this. Walk by this guy, black dude. He's standing there and he's wearing like gray sweatpants. He legitimately, he's smoking a cigarette. He opens his pants and like looks down at his dick and makes a face like, ugh, and then he ashes his cigarette on his dick and closes his pants back up and he's like, ugh, like, I don't know what this guy had going on. My kids were like, what the fuck? I was like, I have no answer for you. I don't know what the fuck. We're about to go to Comic-Con where we're going to see tons of crazy shit, and I can give you an explanation about what this all is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that guy's dressed like this. That guy's that. I had nothing to tell my kids. I was like, I don't know. He had like a weird dick problem.
Yeah, you can't. The only thing at Comic-Con that's gonna look like that is like maybe somebody selling like a Smurf village or something. It's gotta be
a guy just like Spawn, but like the burnt guy version, not like with the costume.
You guys want to see my dragon? What a nightmare.
Yeah.
What was going? What do you think was? It's got to be a bit of everything.
Oh, I just pictured like just mushrooms growing up his dick, like zombies from The Last of Us type of dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a real like just fungusy cock.
The first thing he sees is just like bugs hiding.
Oh man.
Just crickets running away.
It's like you turn the light on in a roach-infested apartment.
You ever do that?
No, thankfully, I've never been in one of those situations.
A buddy of mine lived like that, and I was hanging out in his living room, and I was like, hey man, I gotta get something to drink? He's like, yeah, go to the kitchen, help yourself. And I went in the kitchen, and I put the lights on, and it was just like, if I blinked, I would have missed it.
Yeah.
But it was just roaches, like all over. And then like
the Mummy ride at Universal Studios.
And you heard them, and like they were there, and then they were gone, and there was a box of cereal on the table that just wobbled. I'll never forget it.
No.
And I shut the light, and I went back in the living room, and he was like, "You didn't get something to drink?" I was like, "No, I'm good." Like I didn't know what to say. I was like, I'm good." It was it was, and then I remember like it's the kind of thing where you just want to get like. You want to undress before you go in your house. You just want to get naked in the backyard,
clothes out,
start a fire, hose off. Oh, it freaked me out, man. And like, look, shit happens, people. But like, for it to be that bad, you're just living with it. That's not. You're just accepting the fact that that's happening. Unbelievable.
But so coming home, we're on the 1 train, and this homeless guy gets on the train and starts doing the panhandling thing.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, everybody, I have no food and no money, and I'm looking for something to eat, and blah, blah, blah. And he turns to me directly. He goes, you got any change? You got any money? You got, like, right in my face. And my response was, I got kids. I don't have money for you. And he's like, oh, okay, I understand. And he walked up to the next person right in their fucking face. And you have any money for me? And I've never seen anything like that. Because, like, it was always, to me, like, a guy would get on the train and ask for money.
Give the speech.
He'd give the speech and just walk down the train. Never like turn around and look you right in the face. And there was a guy, I'll never forget, his whole spiel, and this guy was great, he would walk on the train and go, I don't have any money, and I don't have any food, and I'm hungry, so if you have any money, please help me out so I can eat, because my stomach is rumbling. And if you don't speak English, I also speak Chinese. Chow mein, egg roll, egg drop soup. Like, that was the thing. I was like, this guy is great. He didn't take my money. Like he had a whole... But this guy, like, looked you dead in the eyes. Like, you got any money? I was like, I got kids. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
On your way. It's like...
On your way.
Yeah.
I gave a guy money recently and had a sign that he was a veteran, and he was missing his legs, and it was the kind of thing where I was like, even if he's using it for booze or drugs,
Yeah, dude has no legs.
just the guy was in rough shape, and I gave it to him. But for the most part, I try to never give money, and I don't talk about it a lot, but I do buy food for homeless people.
You know what? I did that with my kids. We were at it's like one of those, like, I don't want a pat on the back thing.
But that's why I'm always like weird about it. But, like,
Yeah,
there's like
I
a guy
don't
who hangs out
talk about
like
it.
where I do my show on like Tuesday. And it's a
Mhm.
guy I saw a bunch of times. He always says he's like a veteran, and like I took him to like, I was like, "What do you want?" And he was like, "He's like maybe Chinese." And I took him to like a restaurant. He ordered whatever he wanted, and I took care of it. And,
Oh, that's good. Actually,
I try to do that occasionally for people. And by the way, some guys are. That guy was incredibly thankful. And in the moment, you're like, "Oh, I'm doing the right thing. Like he needs this." I've also had homeless guys say, "Hey man, I'm hungry. Can I get some money?" And I'll be like, "Well, let me buy you some food." I've also had people
like,
go,
fuck you.
"Fuck you."
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had people turn on me, but that also feels great because you're like,
Yeah,
got
you
it.
didn't, like, oh, so with those
yeah.
to that story, the guy didn't get any money off of anybody in the subway. He walked off, pulled out a wad of bills, and was counting it. Like, he had more money than me on him.
Yeah.
I was like, and that's when I told my kids, I was like, listen, guys. I was like, you see how I gave that other couple with the cat money, but this guy didn't give him anything? I was like, you got to use your judgment. I said, it's good to help people, but sometimes you got to, like, feel it out. And that guy I had a bad feeling about. And they were like, they kind of understood. They were like, all right, I see where you're coming from. I was like, don't throw your fucking money away. It's good to help, but
Yeah.
you can't
And
give
money,
money.
and the reality is, like, if somebody's got
Oh, excuse me.
issues with addiction, money can be the thing that kills them.
Is that, well, like you said,
And
the
it
food
could
thing.
be the thing that puts them over the, where they get that one last fix and they're done.
You're Anthony Scuderi. You show up at someone's house 15 years later. I give this bum money. What are you doing? Hide me out. But yeah, I was at a show with my family. It was some off Broadway thing, and we went to go eat. And it was like, you ever see those grilled cheese places in the city?
Yeah. One just opened up by where I work.
They're really good, really good.
Yeah.
And we saw a guy sitting out there, and he needed money or needed food, whatever. And we ordered our food, and I ordered an extra meal. I went out, and I was just like, I took my kids with me, and I'm like, this is what you do. And I'm like, here you go.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, thank you so much. And my kids were like, oh, okay, cool. You're helping somebody out. I'm like, this is how you do it, man. You see somebody, you have that extra cash, you're getting food, get a sandwich for that guy. Don't give him fucking money.
It's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
It's the best thing you can do is just feed somebody.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, and if you can offer more in some way, but just giving somebody money, you could potentially be giving them something that they can continue to hurt themselves with.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. And there are scam artists.
Yeah, there's guys who
There are other stories where they follow somebody home to their apartment. And
yeah,
they
they
change
get
and they go
the
jogging in Central
Jaguar,
Park.
and they're like, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how often that happens.
That's how Oprah got so rich.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
No, a lot of people, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
All right.
Where we broke the Oprah scam. Ridiculous. What do you want to do?
You
want to shut the stream?
Yeah, you want to shut the stream? I'll go smoke a
Yeah.
cigarette. We'll,
People have been nice. People have been
How long have you been gone? How long
commenting, and I
have you
haven't really been.
How long? This fucking beer crept up on me, bro.
I told you.
Holy shit.
Barley wine, dude.
How long have we been recording?
Probably about an hour. minus the
Wow.
bonus, I think.
Jeez Louise, on your knees.
My cousin Kyle said a gang of kittens eating junkies is a great comic idea.
Thank you, Kyle.
I agree with that.
That might be the title of this episode.
Yeah, and when I was trying to figure out what those homeless guys are called that have dogs and cats with them, our buddy Alex down in Texas, Alex Hulk Hogan,
Alex,
he said they're called douchebags, which I agree. But, maybe on the break I'll message McCarthy because the name that he has for them is very funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good name.
Okay.
And it's a guy, and by the way, McCarthy, like, really, like, a guy who does care about people who are being homeless, but specifically these, like, Midwestern assholes who just come to New York and they're just choosing to live this thing until they go back to their parents' house.
Hipsters.
And there's, like,
I call them
and they're always abusing an animal to get more money. There's a name for them.
Really?
And fuck them.
Yeah. No, if you're abusing, if you're abusing an animal in general, fuck you. But if
I don't have
you're
a dog
that,
now because I feel like I'm not around enough to do the right thing by my dog.
Yeah.
If I'm homeless, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get a pet. Like, why would you drag an animal into your shitty situation?
Misery. Unless you're like, the only way I can see it is if you're like homeless and you're like sleeping by a river or something stupid, and you keep seeing this dog every day, and he's doing the same thing, and then you're eventually like, hey Fido, why don't we team up and we'll pool our money together? Yeah. And then I picture like a dog and a bum sitting together like playing poker, eating a can of beans.
I get that.
That would be amazing.
I get that. And I also get a dog that's like a bit of protection. Like you're sleeping on the street and you got a dog that growls when somebody's near and it's just
that's true,
and you get some money and you go to the store and you get a turkey sandwich and you give half to the dog and you eat half.
That's
you know
so
what?
Good, yeah.
That's great. But there are people where this is their strategy. I'm telling you, that couple, I've been seeing them for over a year. Kittens are only kittens for weeks.
Oh yeah, they're going right in
They
the water.
have fresh kittens every time I see them.
Yeah.
Which means there are cats that are either just being released or killed. And they always have a new batch of kittens so they can set up their fucking blanket in Manhattan and this crack whore can, go to sleep and this guy can say, hey, can you help us out?
God damn.
We're trying to get, they're always trying to get somewhere or whatever. But, fuck that.
Ugh.
Fuck that.
All right.
Grab the kittens and run.
Grab the kittens. No, you don't want those bum kittens.
You want bum kittens?
No. Well, you're not doing yourself a service by
I'll tell you
taking
something.
home
A bum kitten doesn't gross me out any more than a regular kitten.
Really?
Yeah, they're all gross.
No, bum kitten's seen some shit.
Yeah.
A bum kitten like wakes up in the middle of the night like and it's like shivs you. Like a bum kitten seen like two guys fucking in a YMCA basement.
Bum kittens. That might be the title. All right, let's take a break.
That was an '80s cartoon I miss. Bum kittens.
By the way, I still have a bunch of shit I want to talk about. I think it's gonna be a long episode, but thanks for hanging out for the stream.
Yeah, you guys.
I love you guys.
Oh, it's shaking. The cat. Not the cat. That's the other sissy. That's Christopher Jr.
Yeah.
Hey, sissy.
There she is.
Oh, you.
Oh, she's looking at the. She doesn't trust the camera.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You see, she's looking at.
Yeah,
it,
she's the smart one.
She's very nervous about getting up.
Yeah.
Near that thing right now.
She's a good girl. She's a good girl.
Smart. All right, we will be back. Thanks everybody. Thanks for watching on Facebook.
Yes, thank you everybody. Seriously, we will be doing this, I guess, for the time being. We'll check in with you guys once a week and we'll be doing the show.
Yeah, if people like this, we'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
It'd be good to get more. I still don't know if Facebook... We've been doing Facebook. I think maybe we should switch it up and try Periscope and see what happens.
Okay. Let us know, guys.
People say they prefer Facebook, but I think we might get more.
Let us know. Drop us a line. Call us 781-POD-SLAP. Call us anytime.
Or email us slap@superliveadventure.com.
Yeah. Or even here on our Facebook page. Drop us a message. Let us know if you like us doing this. We will continue doing it. And you guys, this is not, we're ending the show now, but you guys can fit it where you should.
Fit it where you should.
Ooh.
Alright, we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Yay!
Ooh. Oh, you guys are the best. Thank you for being here with us this whole... I don't know where I should be looking.
I'll have to find something else to do with my night.
Oh, Kyle.
Aww.
Kyle.
Okay.
You're a good dude,
June
Kyle.
4th, if I can get over there by the end of the episode, can I be on? No.
No.
Enough with you. How many times? You just did the 99th.
You did 800 of our episodes.
We don't really repeat a lot of guests. You're an exception. Be cool, man.
Listen, Vin, we love you. You got your own podcast. You're doing good with your podcast. We're not in the business of messing up what you got going on.
Yeah.
You keep doing your thing. Don't worry about our stupid show. All right, talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. We're gonna BS a little bit. Listen to the episode on Monday.
Yeah, if you guys are ready to Wock N Woll, I got a story.
Oh!